Ulihalisti. This is Courtney Miller for Native American Antiquity. Today, Feather Smith, a guide for Delicua Village in the Cherokee Heritage Center in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, is going to tell us about the ancient ball play and the more current stickball. The ball play in ancient Cherokee society was as important as war. In fact, the Cherokee name for the ball play, Inetso, means little brother of war, and was often used to settle disputes between tribes in place of war.
Originally, it would have been played on a field about the length of a football field. It could get longer. Some documentations talk about them being at some points up to almost about a mile long, somewhere around in there. Basically, there would be a goal at each end of the field, 2 trees. You would run the ball in between the trees. In some cases, you actually had to run the ball all the way around one tree to be able to score a point. The object was to see who could score the most points, and since it was a war game, it was really just warriors, or really just men playing this game. For the most part, the primary rule to the game is that you couldn't touch the ball with your hands, you couldn't pick up the ball with your hands. And so they would use the 2 sticks to pick up the ball. They wouldn't have been throwing quite like we are today, so that wasn't necessarily a big point, maybe passing and things like that. But there weren't very many rules to the game, so it was not unheard of for men to get hit with the sticks alongside the arms, the legs, and even the head. Broken bones, deaths, of course, all of that was very common in the game of stickball. They talk about one of the more common forms of death being for one of those sticks to go through somebody's skull at times. So it was a rough game, but obviously, like I said, it was better than going to war since it was a war game and it was used in tons of big disputes like that. It's actually referred to by the Cherokees. The Cherokee word for it kind of means little brother of war. And so it started, we believe, among the Iroquois. Cherokee had lived with the Iroquois for a long time. Of course, we have an Iroquoian dialect to our language, and so I think when the Cherokees kind of ended up in the southeast, that's where you really start seeing the game spread and start seeing a lot of the other tribes play it. Obviously, today we're playing different. We're just playing for fun, for recreation. Once we got here to Oklahoma, really more in the 1900s when we started trying to come up with this version, because it's more of just a social fun version to the game. What they're trying to do now, of course, is hit the fish on top of the pole. For this field, if we hit that fish, it's 3 points. If we hit right below the fish at the very top of that pole, that's 1 point. We like to play to a set score, 21, somewhere around in there. Now, if we're playing tournaments, even when we play today, we'll still play men against men or even women against women. But the fun way today, the way that we tend to play on a more social daily basis, is men versus women. Guys use the sticks. Women do not use the sticks. Men are faster, men are stronger, so women have no rules. That's why we aren't allowed to have the sticks. We'll be too rough with them. Other than that, a woman can pretty much do whatever it takes to get a hold of that ball.
Yeah, they knock the men down, sit on them, throw their sticks into the woods.
Yeah.
Anything they want to do.
Anything it takes.